It's cool. But what I did is I did a lot of I was wanting to compare foosball to other sports as far as women participation.
Yes.
Women are roughly 9% of our sport.
Mm-hmm.
So of all the people
Mm-hmm.
that play, 9% are women, and that sounds dramatically low, right? But the reality is it's like that in almost everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like the baseball's
Very
even
true.
worse, right? Versus like softball and baseball. And then you look at things like darts and you look at things like pool, and
Mm-hmm.
we have like 12 to 15%, or it's like 18%, maybe the highest, but it's very similar numbers. So I'm like, okay, we're fine.
Yeah.
Like when
Yeah.
you compare it to other sports, it's not like we don't have like, oh, it's just a bunch of dudes playing foosball. Well, it's just a bunch of dudes playing darts. It's just a bunch of dudes going and hanging out at some basement and playing whatever. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
like that is a normal thing for a dart tournament, for a pool tournament, for all these other sports that are like us.
And when was the last time women who are, at the top of their field, obviously women's events, but they're also playing the open events and
Mhm.
doing really, really well. When was the last time that occurred within foosball?
Yeah, it's sad to say I had to make really tough decisions to restrict women from playing one or the other.
Right.
So
Right,
women
right.
can only play open or women's, and it
Got
was
it.
a tough decision, and it affected my biggest women friend on tour, all of
Okay.
them,
Okay.
But it was a tough decision that had to be made, in my opinion. I am talking to a lot of the women as a whole to kind of get a feel for maybe there's alternative routes, but a lot of them aren't, in my opinion, good for women in foosball.
Yeah. Okay.
Like moving the day women's singles and doubles is to be like on a Wednesday and Thursday versus on the prime times.
Right.
Not having it be part of the finals, or having it start Wednesday, Thursday, and then hold the finals for 3 days
Oh
and
boy.
play it, so that
Yeah.
they can,
Yeah.
because I want the exposure
Yeah.
for women in foosball. People don't understand that it's so much more important to have more women in foosball, because women equate to safety.
Mm-hmm.
So when people are bringing kids here, the
Yes.
more women there are,
Oh,
the more parents feel comfortable
no
with
question
kids
about
being
it.
here.
No question about
Women
it.
are caretakers. They take care. They don't let anything happen to kids, whereas guys were just doing our own thing, whatever.
Right. Right. Right.
So it's so important to have as many women as possible in foosball. So we're trying to do everything we possibly can to boost women in foosball.
And you're seeing, especially
We're seeing it.
the younger crop of players coming up.
Yeah.
Uh, Sada Kruger,
Uh-huh.
prime example.
I think the branding is also equally as important
Yeah,
as the other things. Like,
yeah,
we've now entered an era where we spend a ton of time and money on this branding. But I think that younger girls are actually not embarrassed to be in a room like this. They're probably like,
yeah,
check this room out with their friends. You know what I
yeah,
mean? It's not embarrassing no more. Their friends are going to look at this and go, that's pretty cool.
yeah,
It may
yeah,
be
yeah. Check
foosball,
it
but
out.
that's kind of cool. Like
And
I could see you being a part of that. So,
it's also more social, really.
mhm, mhm.
It's much more social. You have obviously the competition that takes place when you're just 2.5 feet away from your opponent. You can't help but to get to know that person across the table. That makes so much difference, especially for young ladies coming into the sport.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm curious when it comes to this next year or so. What else would you like to see happen? I mean, obviously the thing with Joe Hesslinger, that's going to be huge. That part of it. But is there anything else that you wanted to share with us about this next year?
Yeah, this next year is about growth. We are focusing. We're still going to be doing a few more optimizations of tournaments and stuff, but I feel like we're at a pretty decent spot right now.
Okay.
The flights have been a game changer now that they are alongside a
Has that
software
has
that
that settled
works.
in for you? Has it flight
Yeah,
is kind of
I
it?
mean,
That's it.
listen, I have so few people coming up to me and saying they don't like it. A lot of people, and then when they do say they don't like it, they're kind of like, "Yeah, I'm not a big fan, but it's all right. It has its pluses and minuses." But I got 10 to 1 or more saying I love it, because
Yeah.
people get to choose when they and where they go. They know when they're playing, more likely when they're playing, when they're not playing.
Yep.
And like the last 2 nights, we haven't played a main event beyond midnight.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
which
know,
is
the days are over, or
that's
mostly
key.
over, unless we have some issue.
Yeah.
And we actually, my team we're working hard. We're working through still some software bugs and stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
some situational stuff, and we're still starting events about like 20 minutes late or 30 minutes late.
Okay.
A lot of it we could try to blame on the players and this and that, but we just have to be more strict on people getting or getting kicked out because they're not paid or unpartnered. Like we're
Right.
still
Right.
trying to
Right.
be nice. We want
Oh,
everybody to have a great experience,
yeah. Sure.
but
Sure.
it comes at a cost
Yeah.
that we
Well,
can't actually prove like how perfect our schedule is and stuff like that. So
it's a matter of refinement,
it
right?
is. But I think we're at a point now where we'll keep boosting the software, because there's still so much in the software world that we haven't implemented that when it hits, people are like, oh, this is so cool. It's like everybody always, in my opinion, I think most people are like, it's software, it gets the tournament done. I'm like, no, it's so much more.
It's much deeper.
Nobody thought about
Much
tablets,
deeper.
right? So
Yeah.
it's like, this is just one of our ideas that are like, wow,
Yeah.
that's freaking
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
We also, this tournament just implemented, like, this tournament has been almost, I would say, yeah, the entire time, excluding just a couple times, the software has automatically called every match. So
Wow.
we have, yes, me and Reed, we're both math guys.
Yeah.
And so Reed figured out a way to say, all right, this is how we can have the logic built into it,
Okay.
to allow it to prioritize, and then we refined it.
So choosing the table and then the match to go with the table, etc. Is that what you're saying? Is that what it does?
We talked a bit about that, I think, right? We were
Yeah.
talking about. So,
Yeah.
No, this says basically, rookie doubles flights is more important than handicap doubles.
Okay.
Therefore, if
Oh.
the two are available, it's always going to choose rookie doubles. But it gets so much deeper than that.
Okay.
Because now we have a couple different ways of logic that we can put in there. We can do it that way, or
Mhm.
we could say, no, look, rookie doubles is like a super priority because
Mhm.
it's flights over handicap. So now if somebody's in rookie doubles flights and they're available to play handicap, depending on how long this match has been going, it will decide to hold these people so that it plays in rookie.
That's
So it
amazing.
has much more logic now.
Yeah.
But it's even better than that.
Is that an
because-
AI thing?
No, it's all actually just straight mental. It's all math.
Mathematics.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we
Okay.
assign a point value to things, and then we have a couple like logic things, like if we have this selected then that, if this is selected then that.
Yeah.
And then the way it works is if there's a hole in the bracket, so if it gets one round behind all the other matches,
Yep.
we add points to it,
Oh.
so it becomes more of a priority now. If it gets 2 rounds behind, it adds a lot of points. It's a hole now.
So it has to pay attention to that.
So now that took priority over something else that was already priority.
There you go.
It's all done with math.
Dude.
Unless we have these other selections where it's super priority, so math isn't applicable for that.
Oh, sure. Sure.
And so before a tournament, I design these tournaments, the schedules in Excel, and
Mhm.
I'm able to see like realistic start and end times. You can't always know all the conflicts. You
Of
can't know who
course.
the hot amateur rookie is going to be.
Hey, it's foosball.
But that's all part of like the X factor. But we can almost know exactly how the tournament's going to go. We're still refining some things, of course, but when we couple that with the logic,
Mm-hmm.
and the math, and we can now design a tournament to do exactly what we want. So before the tournament, we know now we're going to get to a point where we'll know when we're pausing every event and when we're starting and stopping it, and the software will automatically pause at that time. It'll automatically start at that time.
Oh, that's cool.
Like I said, we're just at the tip of the sword of of how we make this better.
Develop it.
Just like we're saying for the local promoters, you will push a button. Even if you have 3 events, you're going to push a button and it's going to go. You will not do anything else. The only thing you have to do is forfeit people, which on locals, most people aren't going to forfeit anybody.
Right.
But that's the only thing you'll have to manually do. Once you hit go,
I got to tell you something, man. That is music to my ears as a promoter.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's the whole part. It allows you to have fun too.
Yeah.
And
that's the thing too. I think a lot of promoters can back me up on this. When you go to a regional, and we'll do a regional probably 4 or 5 times a year in our venue, we'll have 45 players show up. Not bad.
Yeah.
And but I opt out of the DYP because I got to focus on the software, make sure everything is running okay, and that we're picking the right tables. And
why do you think I'm building all this in there?
Oh man. Speak of my language.
I want to play too.
Yeah. There you go.
So the thing is like, I mean, we're building this to where we're simplifying everything down to make it the most effective, the most efficient, and the most
Yeah.
cost effective.
Okay.
And everything that we're doing is going to trickle down to every single person. You know, like we're still short on staff, right?
Yeah.
So the next step, which we didn't implement here, but we'll have by Worlds, is we'll have automatic self registration with tap pay credit cards.
Oh,
So
dude.
people will be able to come up and tap pay and pay, because a lot of people still want you to enter it in, but now it's like,
Oh,
hey,
sure.
look, you can just literally do it there. Now we can close registration down at a reasonable time, and if anybody after that, it's like you can either do it on your own phone
Oh,
or
yeah.
you can do tap over here, right?
I noticed that about the software this time. I mean, it was a week and a half ago I registered. It
Yeah,
was available. I just went in and boom, I was done.
absolutely. And so we're going to be building tournaments out. Like, there's still a few more things we have to do in the software to be able to like build all the tournaments out. But long term, Worlds will be built out 8 months in advance, and you can register if you want.
Wow. That's cool.
But we're trying to make the software so efficient. The next evolution after the credit card terminals, where you can literally just tap it, you know, you sign up yourself on the computer and you tap it. The next evolution is a true kiosk.
Yeah.
It'll be a standing kiosk that will take money. It'll take cash. It won't give it back.
Huh.
But it'll actually take cash and credit card. It'll be standing, and you'll be able to sign up. And that'll take away the registration people. There'll still be people that have to teach people how to use
Of course,
it.
yeah.
But now we can utilize those people for
Yeah.
other big things that we need in the tournament.
So much goes into that
making
now.
things run smooth. So now we have the same amount of labor costs, but everything's 10 times more efficient.
There you go.
Right. So that's the next step, because we can get kiosks for about 2,500 to 3,000.
Really?
Yeah. And so we buy, you know, 2 or 3 of those. And then now because now people don't have to wait in line, so they can just literally go to the
Step right
kiosk
up.
and boom.
Boom, done.
And now registration never closes.
Yes, that's true.
They can come in at 1 o'clock and be like, I got to sign up for my event at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Oh, right there. Yeah. Okay.
Done.
Cash in. And again, cash won't come back out, so the change will come and credit in your account. That's another really big thing we're trying to figure out. Is there's a lot of legal issues with it, but having a account on your profile where you can actually have stored a balance, right? But you become a financial institution if you're able to have people have a stored balance and then they can withdraw from it.
Okay.
So we're looking at making this like a Starbucks approach, where you put money in, it becomes a gift card.
Oh yeah.
But you can't pull it back out.
That's a really elegant way of doing it.
And that way, when people win their prize money, they'll have the option to cash it out or just throw
Put it on my card. Yeah.
And so then it's like $100 or $50. Yeah, just throw it on my card, and guess what? They'll be able to use it at their next event at their local.
That's great.
They'll be able to use it at a state. They'll be able to use it on the national tour.
That's beautiful too.
Yeah. So it becomes like a ledger system, but at the same time, again, it's a one-way street. Money goes in, no money can come out from it. It's legally, we can't. It has to be a gift card, and that's what that would be.
That's another brilliant idea.
Listen,
you know,
there's so many of them that, and then we prioritize and deprioritize things based on what we see, right?
Yeah.
So like I said, people don't understand. When you hear software, you think, okay, yeah, just get the tournament done. No. We're talking about your entire experience changes with this software.
Yes.
And it already just did with one feature add.
That's
tablets.
That was just brilliant. Just brilliant.
I mean, this tournament ran so smooth.
Oh, dude.
Smooth.
Quick question for you, just to shift gears slightly.
Sure.
This last year, you implemented opportunities for the top masters to be sponsored.
Yes.
They have sponsorships. They have jerseys with logos and stuff on them. People buy advertising on their jerseys, which, hey, that's what all professional sports do. How's that working out for you?
We generated with our free entry fees. We generated a $70,000 impact for the top
70,000.
The top 10 men and women.
Really?
Yeah, they received $70,000 worth of whatever you want to call it, whether it's less money spending or actually cash in their pocket.
That's great.
Yeah, so if you divide it up, it's like basically we sponsored every single top player, full ride all the way to 2 tournaments a year.
Oh, wow. Now this is the question that comes up a lot because you think back again, the distant past where there were people on tour that would make a living doing this. Do you see that happening again?
Yeah, so it may not be in the form of actual entry. Oh, there's already people doing it. Number one. Yeah. You can say that Brandon is absolutely making it. Tony is making it. Those are
Mm-hmm.
probably your two right now, but they're also the two that are full time, right?
Okay.
But you actually got many people behind the scenes you wouldn't think are making good money on it. They
Sure.
already are. They're doing it through coaching. They're doing it through sponsorships. They're doing it through, promotion. So I'd say there's probably about, I don't know, 5 or 6 people, which doesn't sound like a lot, that are actually making a true living, and that's all they're doing,
Okay.
or mostly all of what they're doing.
Okay.
And but where it starts getting interesting is when we start getting exposure on TV, exposure on social
Mm-hmm.
media,
Yes.
and once we get our sponsors for the tour and we start getting big names in there and we start actually receiving, multi 6-figure deals with sponsorships,
Oh.
then at that point the players will start not only seeing that in a payout perspective,
Mm-hmm.
but on a ambassador portion where we'll start paying them
Yeah.
to be ambassadors. We already have 4. We have 4 ambassadors of the World Foosball Tour that help, get the name out.
Who are the
co-align
four?
with
Who are
us.
the 4 currently?
It's Brandon Munoz,
Yep.
Isabel, Sullivan Rue, and Jacob Alcos.
That makes sense. Yeah.
And so we have a big plan for them. We haven't been able to implement, but they're going to
Okay.
be the image of a lot of things that we do for like the youth to mid crowd.
Yeah.
It comes to like bringing in people in and stuff. And
Is that sort of like what Sullivan was doing for Tornado with she was doing some photography and some other things for them. What was it in Vegas? I think
that wasn't for Tornado. That was for a production company, like a software company that does like streaming and stuff, and they have like special software that helps streamers and stuff like that. So yeah, no, Tornado Table's there, and I don't believe besides that was really it. And then they asked to use our logo as she's the current WFT world champion.
Yes.
So we had agreed as long as we got final approval, as we would normally do. We have to protect the brand big time.
Of course.
I think in the very beginning, even you took the brand and made it all pixelated one time. You posted one time, and I'm like,
Oops.
Yeah,
Where was
okay.
that? One of
the very first time, maybe you mentioned something about it. I'm like, this is why we have to protect the brand.
Yeah.
He's going to take it, destroy it. No, I was kidding. It's all good.
I won't do that again.
But yeah, so like a lot of people have seen the videos and they've seen the different stuff going on. And that's a Veta ping. I mean, we're probably getting
ready to do your production here. We've got we still have the open doubles to watch
let
tonight.
me see this, because we had it set for 9, and I think we might actually technically be able to hit that depending on
schedule.
Play. And this is the best part about Play.
Yeah.
Okay, I have my phone right. I tap one time because it's already a web app. Sorry, it's zoomed in. And then I literally hit, for this one, I'm going to hit, like, if I want to know the time of things, I hit schedule. So within 2 taps on your phone, you already have the schedule.
You're already in it.
Results. It's all here, your matches, your profile, which, by the way, I don't know if you noticed I got to sign in. I don't know if you noticed, but we started building some stat logic in there.
Did you?
Yeah, we haven't really made it, because it's not, like, super perfect by any means. But, yeah, if you already go to your profile, it'll show you a little bit of stats on your game.
Look at that.
Your win-loss and your highest wins. You have a trophy case now. Like,
I had no idea that was there.
Yeah, that's because we haven't really pushed it too hard, because it's still kind of beta. There's still some glitches and stuff.
Dude,
but we're working towards that already.
That's really cool.
What was I on? Oh yeah, I was wanting to see if we are completely caught up. So I go to results, which is technically that. Open doubles is paused. That means we're at the finals. And open women's is already at the finals. So we hit our time on the finals today.
Nice.
So essentially, I'll be able to go down there and we'll be able to fire this thing up basically probably just after 9, because I'm here with you.
Yeah. But do it up though, man.
That's the kind of good stuff, and that's what we want to see, is that we timed it. So the schedule we created worked.
It works for you, but it also works for us.
Well, it works for media. It works for everything. You know, we have to know when a finals is going to be.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
you think about any time that there's especially a live event. Think about World Cup and the soccer that's been going on in this country. Last 3 months. It's been cool to watch, but if they don't know when things are going to happen, how could they possibly do a broadcast, right? They got to be ready. It's got to go off when it's supposed to go off, and otherwise, you got issues. But that's exciting, man. That's very cool. Well, I got to say, man, it's first of all, thanks for inviting me. I appreciate your hospitality is always so gracious. And I'm so psyched for Worlds. I'm
Yeah, that's gonna
so
be massive. Anybody that listens to this, like, if you're ever gonna go to a tournament a year, that has to be the one.
it
We've
is.
got to get it to 1,000 players because it's gonna set a precedence for where foosball is going.
Yep.
It's gonna continuously keep raising the payouts, and what that's gonna show our sponsors is that what we're doing is right for the game.
Hmm.
And I mean, to simply take it all out of the mushy gushy stuff. It's a freaking awesome venue. Good God. It is a 4-star Hyatt hotel for $139 a night. You'll never get it. It'll be $250 to $300 a night
Oh,
minimum.
easily,
At
easily.
downtown New Orleans. It's 1 mile away from Bourbon Street. It's 1 mile away from Caesars Casino. It's in a really nice area of downtown.
And
right?
there's
It's not a
5
bad area.
restaurants inside that
Yeah, there's a
place that are
Starbucks
all
in
killer.
there. There's a killer steakhouse.
Oh,
There's all different.
man.
There's a seat sushi there.
Yeah.
So I mean, you don't have to leave the place once you go there. The rooms are awesome. The layout's awesome. The world's room is going to be the most beautiful thing we've ever created in the history of the World Foosball Tour. Absolutely. Last year
Yeah.
was amazing, but we only implemented about 60% of what we wanted. Now that we have it down, all of that's 100%, and maybe a few even new items that we had thought about will be there. So
That's exciting.
especially with us now starting to prepare for production in 2027.
Yep.
It's going to make us want to really push into a couple things that were a bit more expensive, but
Okay.
I think for production value is going to elevate it to even a higher standard.
So, do you think we could get you and Joe on sometime?
I'm sure. Yeah. How about this? How about get us on as soon as we sign a contract and it's final?
Done.
I mean, there is a slight
Done.
chance it doesn't happen, but
Yeah,
I
of
would say
course.
he already just spent 2 weeks of cutting. It's happening.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Dude,
happening.
Let's
So,
do it. Let's make plans.
Let's do that just
Um,
before it airs.
We could
So we can talk
yeah,
a little bit about all this.
maybe just before Worlds or something. But yeah, I'm as always the door is always open. Whenever you want to come on, just say the word. And
Yeah.
we'll do it up. But yeah, this is exciting. I think I've felt optimistic about foosball before, but this is new level
Yeah,
foosball
yep.
excitement. It's coming. It's great. And again, I don't know why people wouldn't do it, but I got to say, publicly, thank you.
Yeah, no, man.
Yeah.
I have been overwhelmed with people giving me good feedback.
Good.
And
Good.
it is inspirational. Even if one person gives you bad feedback and 20 give you good, you still think about that one bad because we're all perfectionists.
No,
We
I
all-
know.
We
I know.
we want it, but yeah, no, it's been great. I don't need it,
Yeah.
but I do appreciate it.
Sure.
And I'm having fun, man. I don't feel like I'm doing this for some mushy gushy. I'm literally doing this out of like, this is cool. I like it. It's a challenge.
And you can do it.
It's a challenge, and I have to defeat an opponent that is, before I started doing this, impossible. That's what everybody
Yeah.
said. It's foosball's impossible to grow.
Yeah.
And I loved that. And that's
Yeah.
what still to this day drives me, because it's like, oh yeah, I
Watch.
don't like that
Hold
word.
my beer.
Yeah, I don't like that word. Impossible. I mean, we all know what we got in the foosball community.
Yeah.
It's just
yeah.
sharing that to the world, and we're gonna start doing it. So
A lot of the discussions we've had on the air this weekend, and again, thanks to all the people that jumped on to hang out. A lot of that was about how do we get this to the general public? How do we make this consumable
Mm.
for the
Yeah,
average person?
we have all
you know?
that. We
Yeah.
have all that. I mean, we're going to be looking into brand deals next year, co-aligning on social media with bigger companies that have bigger following.
Yeah.
We actually have a hat company that has 500,000 followers.
A hat company.
that we're working with this year.
Yeah.
Holy moly, what's going on there?
Weird.
Oh wow.
Oh, that must have been a semifinal.
I don't know, but it was pretty
Well,
epic. A
yeah.
lot of
A
people.
lot of people gather around for that one.
I love those types of events, those matches, man.
It's we're as we get closer and closer to Worlds, obviously, I think the excitement, the generation. Think about this, but multiply it like 5 times at a place like Worlds.
Yeah.
People gather around like that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be epic.
Yeah.
Epic.
No, World's gonna be sick. Like I said, if you're listening to this, that's the tournament you got to go to, because it is the most fun. It is the biggest thing. We're filming it for ESPN, so you could even get on ESPN.
Oh, man.
And beyond that, I mean,
That's
like
some of
that
the
is the
best
one
news.
to go to.
Yeah, yeah.
And the payouts, I mean, you know, we're paying out 175,000 to everybody.
175.
We raised it 25,000 or 20,000 from last year, and all of it went in pro down through rookie.
Yeah.
It all went down to the lower ranks. None
There
of
was
it went up top.
deeper pay for sure.
It is. It's deeper payouts in every event.
Yeah.
We're paying the 32nd place in Open.
Wow.
We're paying the 16th place in every other event. You know, every single main event.
That's fantastic.
Tables. There's tables and singles and doubles, and in every event, and pro and women doubles, women's singles, pro singles, all the way down plus cash.
There you go.
So rookie is tables for doubles and
Okay.
tables for singles. Amateur is tables plus cash. All the way up to pros, tables plus cash. You know.
Yeah.
So you know, yeah, we put in 20 grand more, and we sprinkled it down in rookie through pro.
Man.
Because we felt like, you know, we're still at 20,000, still a good number.
Yep.
I think the next number for Open, if it ever goes up, will be 30. I don't think really a jump to 25 is going to change anything.
Interesting.
You know, mentally, or like 20, 25, it's about the same.
Okay.
I think 30 would be a really good jump, but that requires like about $20,000 to make Open doubles go to 30, because I have to keep going down the, you know, second, third, fourth.
Wow, that's terrific. One other question that just occurred to me: in November, there's an event in Austria. Is that still happening?
Yeah, I got that contract in my inbox right now too. I have a lot of contracts in my inbox. I have to sign the contract with the place. It has been absolutely a really tough time getting that, which is the only reason why we don't have it. There's very little availability, and the things that are available, they want like $100 grand for the venue.
Ooh.
And you know, so
for a single tournament
for 7 days, yeah, they want like $100 grand.
Oh,
so
man.
It's been, we found something that is still expensive, but within budget. I guess you could call it within budget. But we want that to we want to take our brand, and so does Flora. Flora wants to take our experience that we give to the players to Europe, because a lot of the players come over here are just the best ones.
I mean,
and he thinks that the players in Europe are going to like this type of play, because the way they are over there is there's like, you only play 1 or 2 or 3 events.
Yep.
Which a lot of people argue is the best way. I disagree, and I think Floro and the people, you know, Rudy and all those people, I think they actually love the fact that they can play so many events.
Yep.
The thing is, there's so many events, and there's so much events, and there's so many conflicts. Well, guess what, guys? We're beating it with technology now.
Yeah.
You know what?
We can conquer that.
I added events at Worlds.
You did?
I added events at Worlds.
Really? So what did you add?
I added a Pro-Am.
Oh, you did?
I did. On a main day. I think it was on like Friday or Saturday.
I got to start making phone calls.
And I added a monster DYP.
Nice.
Yeah, we never had a monster at a major.
Wow. See, that to me, that's my favorite format is monster.
Well, everybody's doing it on the local, and I said, you know what? Like, let's bring it to
that's
a major.
Brilliant.
Yeah, we have it built in. Play has every single format, every single format that exists. We have it in our software.
Man.
So when you run a local, it has everything.
That's what we need.
Yeah. So there's maybe a couple that he still has to get like perfected, but it's all there, ready to go.
We've been using Kicker Tool now for years.
And you have to manually input every single team,
every single week.
There's no logic. There's no, I mean, you have to manually call matches.
Yep.
There's no way for somebody to enter a result. There's no way to have recalls. There's no way to know how long something's been going for. I mean, don't get me wrong, it works, right?
Oh,
It works.
Yeah,
you know, it's free.
It's okay.
You know, but I think again, people get involved in the experience. You know, if they have their own little hub on their phone, now they can see their stats, and now they can start getting consumed with all this other cool stuff. It's like a video. We're gonna turn our software into a video game.
Now that's a concept.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while, because it takes a long time to gamify software.
Sure,
but that will be a phase that we will go through.
That's what this generation really digs.
Yes, it will become more like a game. Like there'll be things that are moving as you're looking at it, and like you'll get icons for achievements and like all these different things. Yeah, yeah, that's the next step. We got to get it to like a good foundation.
Yeah,
then we're gonna gamify it. Yeah, like I said, guys, I could talk all day with you.
Oh yeah,
There's a million things that are gonna happen.
It's overwhelming, actually.
It is overwhelming. That's good. You know what's really cool is or this actually isn't cool, but at some point we're going to slow down. People will be like, Ryan, why aren't you innovating anything? It's like, well, we have to put our focus towards this now, guys.
Let's get to a certain level, and then we'll worry about
Yeah.
more innovation later. Thank you very much.
I mean, we could truly pause right now and have an amazing tour.
Just this
for all
just,
time.
Yeah,
with
just
what we have.
this kind of stuff, this kind of layout. This is great. I mean,
Yeah.
this is next level compared to what it was even 2-3 years ago. This is next level.
Yeah.
But Worlds, I mean, I just here's the thing. Because of the experience last year, if it's even 3/4 of that, it's going to be
Yeah, it's great.
extraordinary.
It's great, right? And the flights, we have flight format at Worlds this year, but we adjusted it to where flights will start and end the same day.
Oh,
So flight A, flight B, and the eliminations all happen on the same day now.
one day.
Yeah. So instead of 6 events starting on a day, we
Okay,
have 3 events starting on a day.
I got
And the math works out.
Yeah.
And we have it set up to where they're not going to conflict each other. And then we have other events like special events sprinkled in throughout the weekend.
Now, is this going to be Wednesday through Monday? Is that the
Wednesday through Sunday?
Wednesday through
Still
Sunday?
5 days. Still 5 days.
Okay.
But Thursday has main events now.
Oh,
Whereas last year it didn't.
there you go.
So what we did is we took those specialty events that started on Thursday and we started sprinkling them throughout the weekend.
Okay.
You know, in the elimination phase, there's less and less matches because there's only a few people left.
Yep.
So now we can start sprinkling some events in there.
That's cool.
That's why I was able to add events.
That
People are
makes
gonna go, that's
sense.
crazy. No, it's not, because I actually see how many people. My Excel sheet shows me how many tables we need for every 15 minutes.
Yep.
It says at this time I'm going to need this many tables, and it scales down so much at the ends of the days. There's only going to be like 20 matches playing, 20 tables. So I'm
Yeah.
like, I got 80 tables. Why not play more foosball?
Of course.
That's what the players want.
Of course.
you know?
Yeah.
So,
More opportunities just to get back on the table, man.
So I'm doing the exact opposite of what everybody else thinks, which we need to cut out events. No, I'm adding events. We can
Wow.
now do that because we have software that kills it. And guess
And
what? If you don't want to play them all, you don't have to.
yeah, exactly.
You don't have to.
Exactly.
This is for people that want to.
Well,
You know,
I think most people who come to an event like this would rather be
They
on the
wanna
table
play.
than not.
They wanna play the
Yeah,
whole
That's
time.
it.
they want to
That
play the
is-
whole time. Because guess
yeah.
what? How many more times of the year are you gonna be able to play this much foosball?
Oh, yeah,
Come here
yeah,
and get your money's
seriously,
worth.
yeah, oh,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
And
So-
that's the other thing, the value added, right? Value added for the players.
Mhm.
And that's kudos, man, because you've always been focusing on what's good for the players.
Well, we are
You know?
players.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Exactly right.
My mom, the reason why she had so much success is because she was a player.
yeah.
And
you
I
have
think
to be.
and that's why I want to continue playing. Actually, one of the things I didn't like about the flight format, even when I first started, was it didn't start and finish the same day. And I actually went to Wisconsin and I experienced it myself. I played open singles, qualified the very next day. My first match was against Sam DeJohn.
Oh.
And I stayed up too late too. I wasn't
Yeah.
warmed up. Like
Yeah.
I trust me, if I would have pushed, I would have been in a better position. But I hated that elimination was my first match. So
Oh my goodness.
I was like, I got to figure out how to get this to a 1-day event, but it still be like accommodating to everyone.
yeah.
So I did at Worlds, and we can only do that on 5-day events. But
Mhm.
we did for Worlds in Vegas. We could have it be this structure, and if Worlds
Nice.
goes well, I mean the world is ours because
yeah.
we literally only have to scale tables at that point. With more people, we just have more tables.
Oh, man.
So Worlds will have 100 again, I believe. We were 100.
That's-
100 was plenty last year.
Oh, it was. Yeah.
It was plenty.
Yeah.
And I mean, but they were stacked the whole time, for the most part, and because people were playing pickup games.
Oh, of course.
But yeah, we're gonna get back to 100 tables, and
and we're looking anywhere from 8 to 1,000 players, possibly.
we had 724 last year, 724 players, and that's just players. There's people that came and just hung out,
Right.
and then you got
Yeah.
family members that don't play. I mean, there was
Mhm.
1,000 people there,
That's that's
coming in
amazing.
and out of that place, right?
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, I would be happy. I'm happy no matter what.
Yeah.
Okay, right. I'm happy if the tournament runs good. I'm happy if there's 500 people in and they have a freaking awesome time, and we get what we get from media. I don't care. I'll be happy. But attendance wise, if we hit 800, I'll be like sick. If we hit 1,000,
Cool.
that'd be sick for the foosball world.
Yes, it would.
Yeah. 'Cause
Yes, it
that
would.
That means we're going to 200,000.
Oh.
And we'll have a $200,000 tournament the next year. But we'll need
Has that ever happened? Has there?
Yeah,
has
there
there
was a
ever-
250 back in the day.
There was.
There was a 250 back in the
Okay.
day, but they ran that 2 years and they failed.
Yeah.
You were talking about the golden era. I'm like, I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
I'm looking at the history of foosball, and I say, yeah, that was real golden, except for it wasn't manageable and they failed.
Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't sustainable.
No,
Yeah.
so it wasn't a good plan.
That's the idea. It's certainly bigger is better, and more people, more players. But is that sustainable?
Yeah, and if it's not, you're dead.
You're designing it to be sustainable.
Yeah, it has to be. Has to be. I mean,
Yeah.
we can take a a $50,000 loss and it not kill us.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, we could take a huge loss and it won't kill us, but that means the very next year we'll have to be much more cautious.
Understood.
You know what I mean?
Understood.
So, well, buddy, I got to get going.
Man.
We got a finals to get
go and do
prepared
this.
for. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, man. It's
as
always a great pleasure just to be here and see this happen. I feel like this is foosball history.
Yeah, it is. And Play Software is going to soon incorporate the entire history of foosball in it. So that'll be our history book. It'll have every single match that was ever on EverGuide in your profiles, and it'll have even matches before EverGuide.
Really?
Yeah. Like I said, we're just touching the tip of it. We said history. I'm like, we've been talking about the history of foosball. Play will be the one central hub for all of foosball history in America.
That's exciting, man.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Congratulations. But looking forward to our next chance to sit down and talk. But hopefully get Joe Hesslinger if fingers crossed things happen there, and we'll do it up.
Awesome, buddy. Thank you again.
Ryan Moore, once again,
see you guys.
Making it happen here.
Make it out to Worlds, guys. That is the one you have to come to.
World Foosball Tour 2026 National Championship and North American Cup. And I'm sorry to see the North American Cup go, by the way.
It may not go quick. It won't be at Nationals, though.
Okay.
That's all I can say. I don't know where it could be. But I think it's a pretty cool event that we can continue doing. So.
I think New York State could take it next time. I'm just saying. Just saying. But you've been listening to FoosTalk Live, live from the 2026 World Foosball Tour National Championship and North American Cup. Thanks for tuning in. Stick around. We do have lots happening still with the FoosTalk Live Tournament Beat coming your way next.
Time now for the FoosTalk Live Tournament Beat, brought to you in part by FoosGadgets.com. Using technology to create a better foosball experience. And by Boise FoosWorks, high-fidelity refurbished foosballs. Professional foosball is a game of precision, a matter of accuracy, consistency. Boise FoosWorks presents the high-fidelity refurbished foosball. Meeting the highest tornado ball standards, high-fidelity foosballs are soft, quiet, with a true roll, and good durability. Exchange your balls for the high-fidelity foosball at the best price with a money-back guarantee. Contact Mike Veit on Facebook Messenger or look for him at your next tour stop. Boise FoosWorks, saving the planet one ball at a time. Since 2019, FoosGadgets has used innovative ideas to build foosball training tools and accessories. Their goal is to make your foosball practice more fun and effective.
Hey Foosers, the FoosGadget Speed Bridge is a great tool for all of you practice-aholics out there like I am.
From the FoosGadget Speed Bridge to the Tornado Gold Guard to the Gold Guard Plus, visit the site for a great selection and pricing. FoosGadgets.com, using technology to create a better foosball experience. Foosball tournaments are everywhere. FoosTalk Live proudly presents a weekly update of events near you with the FoosTalk Live Tournament Beat. Here's what's up. Here comes the 2026 Mississippi State Foosball Championships, July 23rd through the 26th at Holiday Inn Pearl, Mississippi. The 2026 Ohio State Championships, July 30th through August 2nd. The competition comes to a new hotel, the Ohio Airport Marriott, Columbus, Ohio. East Coast Foosball presents the Duval Foosball Tournament, August 7th through the 9th at the Dart Bar, Jacksonville, Florida. Canada Foosball presents the 2026 Vancouver Island Foosball Championships, August 14th through the 16th, Courtenay Legion, Courtenay, British Columbia. The World Foosball Tour presents the 2026 World Foosball Championships, September 2nd through the 6th at the Hyatt Regency, New Orleans, Louisiana. It's the 2026 Great Lakes Classic, now scheduled for October 15th through the 18th. We'll keep you posted on the details. The North Carolina State Championships, scheduled for November 26th through the 29th. More details soon to be released. It's the 20th annual 2026 Louisiana State Championships, December 3rd through the 6th. Stay tuned for lots more details. Each week, we do our best to give you the most up-to-date listing of foosball tournaments near you. If you have an event you'd like to add, send us all the details at foosballradio@gmail.com. Tune in every week for the FoosTalk Live Tournament Beat. The FoosTalk Live Tournament Beat is brought to you in part by FoosGadgets.com, using technology to create a better foosball experience, and by Boise Foosworks, high-fidelity refurbished foosballs. FoosTalk Live is a product of Foosball Radio. With gratitude, we recognize our Foosball Radio Patreons. Our FoosTalk Live sponsor, original-leonhardt-usa.com. Tune in again next week for another episode of FoosTalk Live. In the meantime,
We'll see you foozin'.